Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For my new subscribers, a very warm welcome, and for my old subscribers, I'm so glad you're still following along, and I'm very grateful for that because you both groups make my channel grow, and that's something I really like because I love making the videos. In today's video, I'm continuing in the tall journal, the decorating. This time it's a bit more ephemera. I still want something on this page, and I'm preparing that, so that will be another video, so I can put this to the side because this is just ephemera, and I know the spots where I want it in the journal, but that will come later. I want to start with this. I made a bit of groups. Oh yeah, this I just wanted to show you. This is in the kit. I printed it with the backing paper of the kit, and I already glued it. But yeah, it's just a nice envelope, and in the spot where it's going in the journal, it doesn't really need any decoration. And if the recipient who buys this journal wants to change that, they can always jazz it up a bit. But this is, yeah, in a way ready to go. Because the other envelope I did something a bit too. I'm going to start with this. This is something I did off camera because like I said in the last video, it's just backed with old book page. And yeah, this is from the collage sheet, just the way it is. But later I remembered I wanted something on here, just a bit, because there will be room for journaling, and if you want, you can always stick an extra paper on here and fold it small, so it won't you won't see it from the right side up. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to make the journal cards and tag. So the flower, I already chose it because, yeah, if you're going through your stash, it's a lot of time and thinking and looking for the right flower, and that's not always something I and more people like me want to see on a video. I don't really mind. The people I follow, I don't really mind if they do that, but yeah, for me, my videos are always about an hour or 50 minutes, and I don't want them unnecessarily any longer. And it's always such a personal preference what kind of flower you want. And you're watching my video, and yeah, maybe you would pick a completely different color or type of flower. So that's not, it's more, the videos I see them more as inspiration what you can do. Not really exact that flower or that butterfly, but more how can you decorate, what can you use. So that's ready to go. Also, love the image, it's so beautiful. Individually, because you can, if you buy the kit and you cut this off, it's a beautiful image. Also the top I really like, so, but yeah, I liked it as a whole. So one done. Let's see with which I want to start. I think this one, this will be a journal card, this will be an altered postcard, and this will be a tag. It's not completely in frame anymore. Oh, I did some, because I completely forgot. I was so focused on the time that the video wouldn't be too long that I completely forgot the whole. If you saw yesterday's video, I couldn't get the whole round. It kept going in an oval, very strange. I never had that before, but it didn't matter because I wanted an eyelet in there, and there's my all-time favorite sheer fabric with the dots, and I tied it in a bow. It's not really visible that it's a bow because it's very stretchy, but I like the fluffiness of it. So that's what I did to this little tag. Let's see. I want to use a book page. I have lots of book pages that I don't really use. Oh yeah, I just saved them for this kind of thing. To make my base of the tag, because I don't want it too bulky. And because this is a real vintage book page, it's beautiful as a back for journaling. No, I didn't. I can show you the one I made, because this is what I'll be making. And I can't remember how much, 8.5 by about 18.5. Now I'm thinking if I want to save those edges, because I really like them. I think I do. I think I'll stick them both together because, yeah, no, because this I can use. I'm going to cut this to size 8.5, otherwise it won't fit in the pocket. So a bit less, because I want to save this. And I want to glue them together so you can also see that torn edge a bit of the browner paper. So I have to stay just shy of 8.5 centimeters. Yeah. Why does it look crooked? A bit like that. We have a very windy day in the Netherlands at the moment. Let's see. Oh, that's just a bit that needs trimming. My pencil is gone. It's really gone because I tidied my desk. Yeah, about there. Because my trimmer only goes to 6 inches, 15 centimeters. Later I have to, or maybe I can tear that. So let's stick it to this page. Yeah, I think I'll use my glue stick. Yeah, it's real windy and the temperature is quite okay, but the wind makes it a bit more chilly. I brought my husband to physical therapy, and he walked back, and he said it was really nice weather to be walking, and I can believe that. Let's see, a bit like that. Yeah, and in frame. No. I just want a bit of the brown peeking out. Oh, that's what I don't like about glue stick. You know, it never wants to stand up, and if it falls down, then there's also always the glue because it's soft. But I have a lot of glue sticks, so I don't want to throw them away. And yeah, I do like wet glue, but the fumes are very, very much if I'm upstairs in my craft room, and if I'm ready with crafting, then a day later you can mostly still smell the glue. I'm going to back this again because it's French. But then I have no text here. I didn't think of that because I could have used this. Here I used dictionary, but this is also a beautiful script. Where is my picture? I'm not I'm not good at having the text upside down, but maybe this will be okay. Yes, I'm going to leave it. Then it's completely not bulky, and then here will be the beautiful. It's such a great image. It's from Ruby and Pearl, but yeah, most of you know that. I'm going to use that piece because I really like it. Let's see if I can tear this. I'm not always successful when the glue isn't really dry. Why do I have the feeling it's not straight at all? And it's not. It's larger here, but no, I can't fix that. It's just a bit. I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. Or, you know me. I can't be not a bit perfect. I'm trying to use my mat as a guide. I think I'll try to tear it like this. Yes. That can, oh, it's sticking to my hands because this is also beautiful for stamping on, but I can also use it as a small tag, so I'm really going to save that. You see, this is beautiful for journaling. Yeah. And just all book pages, most books you can just get for free. And by accident, we saw here in the neighborhood a house for sale, and I don't know who exactly lived there, but it was somebody with lots of books, because you could see it from the outside. The house is very close to the road, and we walk there very often. And when I go into town by bike, I pass that house, and you can see there was in a room there were just completely filled with books, and I think the person who lived there maybe passed away. I don't know exactly, but the house is for sale, so I want to. Yeah, it's a bit smaller now because oh, that's strange. Ah, my picture is a bit wider, but that doesn't matter. I don't want to trim it. I wanted it more that you could see the text on this side of it. So I think the person passed away, and so I want to put a note in the letterbox, because my husband saw yesterday that the house is not empty, completely empty yet. And on the internet, where you can see which houses are for sale, we saw that there was yet another real library in the house. So we thought that one room had a lot of books, but that wasn't all. So yeah, maybe they want to get rid of some books. Let's see, I'm always a bit how far I have to glue, and I don't understand why my pencil is gone. Now I know I can put the glue here, because otherwise everything will be sticky. Because we just, in the town where I live, we only have one second-hand store that sells books. yeah, the other ones have books, but so little. And that second-hand store I referring to is only books. So it's a second-hand bookstore, yeah, and videos and DVDs and that kind of stuff, but I never look there. I just look at the books. But it's completely filled with books. And yeah, most of my older books I have from that second-hand store. Oh, is there glue here? Yeah. Maybe if I'll let it dry, I can tear it. Now it's, I don't have to really curl up. I see I did with the first one, I inked this. I don't know if that's still possible a bit, because then it will stand out a bit more. Because there were very light pages, both of them. No, it's not much inking. It's very difficult when it's already stuck down. Just a bit. That's okay. And up here I want, okay, this is already torn. I really like, I have this embossing folder for a very long time with the dots, and I hardly used it, and now I really like it. Sometimes we have things and suddenly you remember, that could be great to use. And I really like the texture of embossing and the texture paste. I love using them. My grandson is still ill, but today my daughter is free in the morning, and my son-in-law in the afternoon, so I don't have to watch. I watched my grandson yesterday, but yeah, it's still not the way it should be. He's ill so much, and yeah, normally it all looks like a cold, but yeah, it's so often that sometimes we think, what's the matter with him? But it can, the doctor said it can be because when they lived in Indonesia, they don't really have daycare, so they go to school when they're 5, and he wasn't 5 at that time, so he was home a lot. And the children here in the Netherlands, from baby they go to daycare because the parents have to work, and they build up more immunity. And yeah, for him now everything comes at once. So yeah, they think he has to go through that process and get used to everything here. Yeah. But sometimes I feel real sad for him being ill again, and yeah, he likes school, and then he misses that again because he's already here. They go to school with 4 years, and he's already 5.5. So they're really learning things. I want the real stamp. You can't always feel it, but yeah, I like it that it's, that's why it's not really working. I want to, yeah, roughen it up a bit so it's a bit more visible that there's a real stamp on there. But it's so thin, it really sticks down. It's covering up the country where the stamp is from, but I don't mind. I don't want any text visible, so I want to be just over that line. Yeah, I'm going to put the glue here. I'm going to use the wet glue because the embossing, the dents in it, if you, I don't know if the glue stick will really get into the valleys. So I'm going, oh, if it wants to come out some glue, yeah. It has such a strong smell, the glue. And sometimes if I've been crafting longer, I get a headache from it. Oh, I have to, yeah, no, I want over that. So the rough edge you can only see on the back side. This I'm going to roughen up a bit because I want to see those book pages. Let's see the little glue. I'm going to cut this with my scissors because I can always roughen up the edge. This is too small, but I can use. I didn't put any glue here, so I can yeah, make it stand up a bit. By now you know I really like that. And here I want it a bit more rough because the book page has that edge. Yeah, really like it. Yeah, I'm going to ink it a bit because this I couldn't ink, of course, before. So this is a bit of inking you have to watch, or you can fast forward, of course. It's so fun to see that a lot of people watch the videos, and yeah, I guess they're getting inspired. Yeah, really like that. I like watching YouTube videos and getting inspiration from others. And now I want some something down here because this is yeah, a bit big, and I really like these. So let's see, I want to tear this because I keep seeing the straight edge, and it's not what I like. I always have to check what coloring I like. This I like because it's a bit of the same color. Real vintage book page, but then I have to get rid of this text because it's distracting. It's a bit long. I have other ones. Let's see, the Paris. Oh, it's also long. This one is shorter, but it's not the color I want. This one I think is too dark. So many options. Oh, this is long also. That's why I use this a lot, this one, because it's short and it fits a lot, but I use it a lot, so I have to see if I can find it. Oh, that's long also. But I do like this, because the lettering is so, yeah, with the big A, and really like it. My birthday is in May, and I want to ask as a gift from my children the second set of sample stamps, but I can hardly wait. I saw someone use, yeah, they bought them, and yesterday on Instagram somebody showed them, and oh, I really had to restrain myself from not buying them already. Yeah, I do like that. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to ink this a bit. It's all very old book page, it's very soft. And yeah, mostly the edges are already ideal for stamping, but also the end pages, the begin and end pages. Always nice to use. Ah, here you can just see the Paris. So I didn't need the word Paris because it's on the postcard. Just crumbling the edges. Beautiful. Beautiful. And a lot of writing space. Yeah, like it. On the pile. Then this. And I can't really remember. I can look it up, I think. I saw it from someone. Oh, that's sticking. This is the postcard that's like this in the kit. And I want to put an image on there. And I saw someone use, this is not real transparency paper or vellum. This is the kind that is in a photo album. You can see with where my fingers are, you can see the stripes. There's a kind of a spider web design in here. And I really like that. And it's aged, it's not white anymore because of the old album it is from. So I'm going to stick this on here and then back it with something else. But I like that sticking out. I'm going to crumble it. So that's my first thing, to stick this down. But I saw that idea from someone else. I don't know. But I think it was done before. I just forgot that it's fun to sandwich other papers, because the layering of a postcard with all kinds of other papers or an image, I saw that before. It's done before. But it gives a great effect. That's also a disadvantage of glue stick, because it curls up. You don't know exactly what you're left with. My card, yeah. And this would also be nice with napkin or tissue paper, because then you can crumble it, and that gives a nice effect also. I'm going to tear this excess. Oh, I wanted to, where is it? Yeah, my this rougher edge. Oh, that tore a bit askew. I don't know if this is going to work, but it's a bit much. I don't know if I can tear this little. No, not really. And my fingers are sticking. Maybe I can do it like this, just a bit. More by hand. Straighten it up a bit. Yeah, because I want to curl it up, and it tears because it's so thin. It tears very easily. And then I chose this image from the kit. Really like that. I want to put this over here, and then something there. The stamp I of course want to cover with a real one. Luckily I collected stamps when I was younger, and my father still has lots of them because he was he's still alive, but he doesn't do anything with the stamps anymore. But he has a great deal of stamps. But his age prohibits that he's active with it. And he's really sad about it because for a very, very long time he was real active in collecting stamps. The ink didn't really do something. And I want to put the stamp bit again. Let's see. This. Yeah, like I said yesterday, I think yesterday's video, I'm constantly using the same stamp because it's nice and small, because those are very big. Most postcards aren't that big. Oh, that's more ink than I wanted, but some stamps have real dark inking. But if I manage it, I don't want it to be that dark. But it's not a problem, because if I had a stamp that I really liked and it was dark, stamped darkly in the old days, I would have left it also. Yeah. This is all just to give you ideas of what you can do, and also without super bulking up the journal. I have items that are thicker because of flowers or lace trims, so I want some items a bit more flat. See, beautiful, the stamp really coordinates with the green in there. Yeah. It's a bit dark. I don't think it, no, it's dry already. Let's see, I wanted a number. Let's see. Yeah, this is too large. I want to try the little one. Let's see if I like that. Or this one. I hope you're all doing well. I didn't ask you. I was, I missed that a bit, that the flooding in New Zealand, and I follow Pixie K Designs, Kate, and I was so startled when I saw her pictures of their grounds, their yard, and her beautiful craft room. It was just finished, and I watched the craft room tour, and there's water in there now. Oh, I felt so sorry. Yeah, it's for everybody. It's bad, and definitely if your house was flooded completely, but for everybody it's I think it's a great impact. A couple of years ago in my I live in Limburg. It's the province or the state, the way you want to call it. There was flooding, and now a couple of years later there are still issues with insurance and coverage, and such a mess. Yeah, and on your own you don't have money to repair everything, and it takes months until everything is completely dry, that you can go on with your life. Yeah, like that one better. Yeah, so I felt very bad for everybody. And then we can be very glad with the weather we have. And not complain about a little rain or wind. Yeah, I want that a bit used. You see, it's a bit crumbling, but it doesn't matter because I'll be sticking something on there, so it doesn't matter. This is from an old, kind of a notebook for children, how to learn to write. And I wanted to fold this up as extra writing space. Here I have to cut it. So I'm going to measure, and I'm going to cover the complete back side, because I didn't print anything on the digital, so I just left it white because I knew I was going to back it. Not that I collage a lot, but you can always use this for collaging, but it's still not really my forte, like they say, very chicly. And I'm going to put the glue here because it's more visible where I am putting the glue. I need to put the wet glue so I can have some time to position my paper. Yeah, so I hope everybody is okay and doing well, crafting, if you're up to it. Yeah, I'm glad I can shoot another video this week, because like I said in the last video, it's been such a busy week. Yesterday afternoon I went to the hospital with my father for his pacemaker checkup. Yeah, and the hospital is always busy. You always have to wait longer than your appointment is. And my father isn't used to anything. My mom, they were very healthy for a very long time. Yeah, so my father doesn't have the patience for for waiting that long. If there's just 5 minutes over the time, he's yeah, complaining about why it's taken so long and everything. Well, yeah. This is also in Gail's kit. It was a larger piece where she did paint swatches on a dictionary, and I cut it in smaller strips because I didn't want a very big piece, because I like it here just for some extra interest when you turn the card around, and there's still lots of space for writing, but I just wanted a little extra touch. Let's see, my glue stick. So yeah, it's great when you're healthy for a very long time, but it annoys my father a lot that he's getting older and can't do things anymore, and it never came into his head that, yeah, that's getting older, and he never imagined that would happen in that way. So it's very strange, because he's enormously clever, and yeah, that's something that didn't fit into his head, or something, yeah, real strange. Yeah, my mom passed away a couple of years ago, pretty sudden, but yeah, that's something she always said. I hope I go, yeah, without a lot of trouble. If I have to go, I hope I go easily, and yeah, in a way, that's what she got. So at that moment, she had peace with it. So a beautiful postcard, a bit more extra decoration, and a lot of journaling space, and just some little piece to make it a bit interesting. This is curled up, just a bit, yeah, more textural. On the pile, and then this tag, that's for later. It's not, I didn't want to complicate this either, because the base of the tag from the kit is, yeah, okay, I backed it already. So I want this on there, so the text will be visible a lot, and then just a piece of this, then you can still see that, but just for some extra interest. Let's see how far down I want it, because I want, maybe I can let that stick out. Like that. Yeah, then I can still see that. It looks like the head of a toadstool. Yeah, I think just above that text, don't know exactly what it says, but it's so stormy outside. Whoa, it looked, just now it sounded like something was banging against the house, or something breaking, but I didn't hear my husband that he was worried about something, so it'll be all right. But it sounded very ominous, if that's the correct word. It was very loud, but who knows? Mostly in this part of the Netherlands, we're lucky with the weather. I'm going to put the wet glue on here also. Let's see. It's very hard to put the glue on it because it's bumpy from the texture paste. A bit of the texture paste coming off, but that doesn't matter. I don't find it particularly easy. I'm going to tear this, I don't like it. Strange. Here I don't really mind because there's a dot there, it's different. But normally I struggle a bit with tags that are already in a kit and have a design. This one was pretty plain, so yeah, it's always possible to put a picture or a flower or something on there. But mostly I find it difficult what to put on there. Yeah, because the tag was designed to be just the way it is. So yeah. Yeah, pretty simple. Going to put an eyelet in there. Oh, I didn't take my tool for that. A bit of eyeballing. An eyelet in there. And I also want something else there, a word or something. I always, since I discovered junk journaling, yeah, had to have the last push. I always, or lots of times I forgot to use words, like the Tim Holtz words or something, and a lot of kids have nowadays have words included, and a lot of times I forget to use them, or yeah, and since I discovered the Stampool stamps, I hardly use anything but these. Maybe this is nice with a bit more paper. And now I use these a lot, and especially when they're like this stamped, I use them very often. Because with words I always struggle a bit with what word should I use? It's a bit much, but I like that there's a piece more down. Yeah. So I try to keep up with that I always have enough words stamped, and the same with the die cut flowers, that you just have to grab them, then it's easier to use. This little word, Paris, who doesn't like that? Beautiful city. Oh, for a minute there I thought, oh, there is Paris, but it's papers. Don't want the word, it's 2 times the same word, that's a bit strange. And that's what I like about this paper also, it's brown on the other side, so if it's sticking up or you curl it, really curl it and fold it, you see brown. That makes it extra more beautiful. Now the difficult part on camera, because I always struggle with bows and everything. Let's see if I can manage. Oh, I wanted to put a flower because I want to use these more also. No, it doesn't really matter if, oh, that's way too big. And I'm also trying that it doesn't always have to be in the same colors. It can be something different because it will always be yeah, the back. And if you journal on here, it doesn't matter. Oh, I really like this. It's a very happy flower with the orange. And these, I thought I would use them a lot, so in the beginning of my junk journal adventure, I bought quite a few. I'm going to cut this leaf because I like it when it's so flat with the tag. And these are paper. To see if the white isn't, if you can see the white very well. I don't like that. I'm always struggling to get this backing off. Huh, that was easy. Yeah, the white is showing. Now, then I'm going to finish this. I'm going to stick this off camera because against the yellow it's okay. But I think I'll fussy cut it a bit more, but I don't like that to do that on camera because it takes a lot of time, and everybody knows how to fussy cut. And in the photos in the beginning of the video, you'll see the result. Let's see, like that. And from this velvet, I'm going to put that to the side because I'm not going to glue anything anymore. Like this, the crochet trim. And I am going to make the bow of this, but I'm going to make the bow loose and then glue it on the middle. And I once watched a video where someone explained how you can make a beautiful bow, but of course now I forgot to watch that. Ooh. I'm always struggling with a bow, oh my god. Yeah, I did it wrong. I felt I was going wrong somewhere. So if you have a great tip, please let me know, because I always struggle. Oh, it's going to go by. This is really bad. Yeah, like that, I think. Ooh. Now, if I were to learn someone a bow, it's really going wrong. I think I was doing it right, but not completely. Ah. And now, because it's velvet, I want the velvet to show. Now, this is the back side, and I don't think I'll get that right again, but this I want on the velvet side. This also. And with, yeah, that's the difference, because with fabric that doesn't matter. Now, this is turning. Oh, it's the back of this. Oh my. This is taking a lot of time. That wasn't my intention. I wanted a not so very long video. And I'm going to glue it underneath here. Yeah, I'm going to make it again. And this you'll see in the pictures, because it's taking me too much and I don't like that. So I keep trying off camera until I got it right, because it has to I have to manage it sometime. So I'm going to leave the video at this. Let's see what we did. That was last time. So just imagine, I'll show you the one I have finished. Oh, my head in the way. This will be the end result, very beautiful, and a beautiful flower on the back. So I'm going to show you this one. This with the flip. This beautiful journaling card. The bookmark or long tag, beautiful also. And the, yeah, in a way, ready-made envelope. I didn't do anything to it. So, as always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel that way. I would love for you to subscribe, give a like or a comment. I would love to hear from you. And I will see you next time. Bye!